Recording has been started.
Alright, so I believe we last left off on you guys bringing back Lex? Well, not you guys, but requesting that his brother bring him back. And Lex had shown up kind of worse for wear, but alive. He kept his word. More or less. I don't know how Arthur feels about seeing his best friend not in a great condition.
I'm not gonna hound him on it.
But as for the rest of you, you guys can put yourself onto the board if you feel like, as you would be arriving at this point. A little bit probably confused because of the nature of the mysterious tower. I'm sure Kuri understands.
Yep, there's a very Boston set of cuss words coming up the stairs.
Boston set of cuss words, it is the language now. It's a dialect of fuck you.
Varying degrees of fuck you.
Actually, it's a dialect of bing bong.
But yes, you all walk up the stairs probably more times than you probably should have been able to, for how tall the tower seems. But you walk in and you see like the surrounding lights starting to dim to what should be natural lighting, and there is of worry in the air because Lex is collapsed onto the ground, breathing heavily and just grinning like a doofus. Just, hey guys, how you doing?
Did you win?
I didn't lose.
So when
Well, I didn't die.
Any fight you walk away from
What?
is a
Just the commentary of, but I didn't die. This is the grin.
Any fight you walk away from is a win.
I don't know how to put this to you, but I used all of my mana.
I don't have much of that, so I don't. Is that bad?
Maris, who is in the middle of everything, quite literally in the middle of the room, finally stands up, summons a staff to his hand again, and just gently nudges Lex at the bottom of it. You're an idiot. You can go upstairs and rest in my room. Only allow those you trust. After all, that is my room.
You can get up, Lex.
Yes! And he doesn't move.
Cool, I guess I'm picking him up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yoink.
You have to take him upstairs.
He's
How
a
mu-
limp noodle.
How much does he weigh?
Currently close to dead weight, honestly, and he's about...
A bowl of grapes.
No, far from it.
So he's 2 bowls of grapes.
2 bushels of wheat?
15 bags of flour! I don't know.
2 bushels of wheat killed both me and Luca at the same time.
2 literal tea leaves.
No, he actually weighs around, like, 160. Because he's more fit than you think. Most of that is muscle.
Muscly.
Yeah. He has a very thin kind of frame, but he's a fighter built like a monk.
Makes
Alright.
sense.
I don't. That doesn't tell me anything.
Someone explain that. I can't because I took actual karate and judo and taekwondo classes, and I used to be built like a monk.
He's more dexterous than he is strong, so he's got more like lead muscle and like more for maneuvers than like brute force.
Yes. Also echo.
Jeez, that was a bad one.
Yes. You head upstairs, Arthur, with your best friend, and he is not fighting it because he is afflicted with a new fun thing that you guys might get around to if you're stupid, called mana drain. Lex was stupid, and is also kind of the outcome of the Shape of Fate feature. One, feels like hell. So you
Wonder
two
is
head
gonna go check on
upstairs.
Tsubasa, because
What was that, Kuri?
Tonberry is just gonna go check on Tsubasa just cause.
Just cuz.
Just cause.
I believe Tsubasa at this point would have be either recovering from what happened at the tail end of the last session or trying very desperately to hide it.
Fucking Tsubasa here, trying his hardest not to just slip into the 1,000-yard stare mode. It's like, I imagine he's on the cusp of recovering from what happened at the end.
So do you have a visible look on your face like something had happened?
At the very least, a look of the look of processing, yeah.
Alright.
You good?
How? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just, what's been happening, you know?
Yeah. Well, it looks like someone just cut you off in traffic for the first time. You gonna be all right?
I
It's
should
a
be.
highly specific way of referencing that.
Very specific, honestly. The worst part is, I know exactly what he means.
I just gave everyone who's ever had traffic issues trauma.
Just the A. But yeah, no.
More flashbacks.
Tsubasa just shakes his head and just, I'll be fine. Just,
Gonna need a moment?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Emrys
Need to be
looks
carried.
at all of you for a moment and goes, rest up for a bit. After you do so, I'm going to need to talk to Tsubasa. And what was the other one's name? Pink one?
Val?
Yes, I haven't caught all of your names yet.
Nope.
There's been no introductions.
Echo.
Uh-huh. God damn it.
We just
Oh
fixed
man,
that.
today is not being kind.
Very specifically not being kind to Kuri.
High possibility.
So there was a commentary of needing to eventually talk to Tsubasa and Val. But otherwise, he is, at this point, starting to walk away and head downstairs.
Okay. Hey, careful, you might get lost in those goddamn fucking stairs.
You mean in my own house?
Yeah, Tsubasa's already looking at TV with just a confused look, just like, you can get lost on
TV
them?
looks like he's ready to strangle 7 people in a row.
Yeah, that Tsubasa... You obviously did not hear it, but Tsubasa asked, you can get lost on the stairs?
Yep. Yes, you can.
To be fair, you can get lost just about anywhere. However, in this specific tower, you need a guide. I happen to be that guide. Could just shut off the defenses for trapping intruders. That would be much easier. And continues walking. And then steps to the stairs and goes, "Oh, hello. Are you listening? Helia."
Listening to what?
Well, to the conversation.
Suppose.
You're free to join your friends either upstairs or up here, but I do need to head downstairs. And approaches you and steps slightly to the left, around you, and then it's downstairs.
Tsubasa's just going to lean against Tonberry.
Statue mode.
When Tsubasa goes to lean against Ton, just in that I am tired, it's been a long day, and you are friend and safe.
Just the head pat. Looking at Lance and Razz. Wait, hold on. Wasn't Helia with us? God, please tell me she's still not lost on the stairs.
She's just chilling. She's just.
Okay.
She needs a second, I think.
Razz looking down the
Helia,
stairs,
you
just
good?
like, ah, yes, there she is, sitting.
Well, given where she's standing on the stairs, you can probably see her peeking through the banisters, but like...
Tonberry just like, Helia, you good.
Isn't she one
There
of
you are.
Isn't she one of the shortest of the group though?
The
Yeah,
shortest, yeah.
You do.
She
You,
is the shortest of the group, yes.
with how far down the stairs she is, though, she would be able to just barely be able to peek up.
So for Tonberry, he just is checking the stairs and then sees a pair of eyes.
Does Tonberry like jump or flinch or anything?
Only from the torso up.
So Tsubasa would still notice that and be just like, did something happen? Oh!
Small and dangerous.
You're acting like you've seen a ghost.
It really is like a gun. Small, dangerous, and we don't know what's gonna happen next.
That's more accurate than you think.
God damn it.
Thanks, that's very ominous. I'm terrified.
Did you guys forget Helia has a gun?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I remember
that-
I remember the gun that she used to shoot out the computer.
Oh wait, that's what you meant by that. Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Taylor, I tend to
You
block
did
whenever
that
you
to
have a gun
yourself.
out of...
Kuri traumatized himself too much with the fucking monk and a gun.
Anyway, train on the tracks.
Yes.
Choo choo boo.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
tranquil.
Tsubasa, when Ton reacts, Tsubasa also looks back and just has a little bit of a startle of, oh jeez. That is actually kind of creepy.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine, just wasn't expecting
Raz,
it.
Raz peeks her head around and goes, "It's hilarious."
That gets a little smile. Only for a moment, but it's there.
the finger guns run away.
Fucking adore Razz. Such a good bean.
we got told to rest and then left on a particular floor in a tower that has defenses that get us lost if we try to switch between floors. And I don't even see a chair.
I think it calls for a nap pile.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa is already half asleep against Ton.
Tonberry actively taking his jacket off as soon as the fucking nap pile was mentioned.
Who wants to try to
You
speed?
there in the room or near the stairs?
What?
Who wants to
Center.
speed? Who wants
Not doing this again.
Okay, Kuri, you first.
Yes.
Because you're the one that cut out.
Center of the room or against the stairs. Where are we putting a pile?
Well, I mean, we're already here.
Meanwhile, Lance just, hey, who wants to speedrun getting lost?
Wait a second. Oh, there are two really good options on the table here now.
I mean, I just got ahead of you on that one. Supposedly.
Oh, you have a guide.
Alright,
The guy
contest,
with us,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Remember, he's his brother.
Yep. Just forgot he was conscious.
Barely. It's enough. I'll say that much.
Lance mentions speedrunning, getting lost, and Tsubasa just looks over at them, just like, can't we do that later, I guess?
We could. That is true.
My proposition is we nap and then we get lost, because then we'll have the energy to enjoy it.
Good point.
Yeah!
Agreement point from Tonberry.
So,
Helia, you game?
I'll just sit on the stairs while you guys nap.
are you
Razz.
sure?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa's just, are you sure? Because, I mean, can't be that comfortable, can it?
Stairs are comfy. And no offense, but I kind of feel like if anyone touches me right now, my skin's going to crawl off me, so...
Oh.
You like a bird friend? A little June bug?
I can keep an eye on Junebug, yeah.
Just a little friend. She like slips her through the gaps in the banister.
Know how when birds, very small birds, are so comfortable that even moving them doesn't unorb them?
Yes.
Helia's been
happening
handed
there?
a feathery orb.
Yeah.
Razz is very careful not to like make skin contact. Just transfer the bird.
Bird transfer.
Yes.
Bird transfer. Good bird.
You have it. You now have a small bird.
Yay.
A red borb.
Borb.
That way you're not all alone.
It's a very good bird.
You got herb. Da 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 da.
The echo's back again.
Some fucking Twilight Princess bird.
Uh,
Am I echoing?
Yeah.
You didn't even fucking wait for an answer. You just went ahead and did it.
Well, considering I waited like a full 5 seconds before getting an ant, before, realizing that my thing was lighting up, yeah, I realized.
Oof.
Alright. Nap piled in shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say this. apparently TB has mistakenly thrown his dirty laundry crew jacket and his actual jacket to the ground, and has completely forgotten that there's bird feed in that jacket. So,
Incredible.
mistakes for whenever it's time to move.
Excuse me.
Are you all getting into a pile?
Where are we getting in the pile, though?
Sue doesn't want to move, so
Sue.
probably right where TB and Sue are.
Yeah, unless TB just decides to move Sue on his own.
I absolutely will. I'll say, if that's for permissions I have, the jacket was thrown right here, and Tonberry's moving over here, and then like a fucking great oak falling onto the ground.
As you do that, and all of you start to gather around the stairs, a bunch of pillows and blankets just suddenly appear.
How many?
Yes.
And how big are the
Just yes. I'm going to guess that when Tonberry just ups and moves Tsubasa, because I could be terrible and have Tsubasa just remain sitting right there.
No.
Razz would drag his ass over.
Do remember, Tsubasa probably weighs like about as much as moving one pillow to the other side of the bed as Tonberry.
So what, did Tonberry pick him up and then did the timber thing?
No, picked up, gently set down, timber.
Or surrounded in pillows.
Just sinks
This
into the
is
pile.
very comfortable.
Helia, you want a pillow to sit on?
Sure.
Against the ground, I'm fine.
Tsubasa takes a pillow that would be off of Ton's face.
You pick it up and his face is against the ground. Not what I said, but thanks, Dollface.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Not what I said, but thanks, Dollface.
What did you say?
My face is against the ground, not a pillow.
By the way, that green circle is where all of the blankets and pillows are. So yes, the radius is yes.
What kind of blanket are they?
They're blankets.
You know those? No. You know those blankets that are very specifically tailored for blanket forts and whatnot?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Those exist?
Wait,
Is that an
That's a
actual thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
pillow fort for sleeping? That was in character, by the way.
If we do a pillow fort, Tonberry's arms will just sort of slither out the holes on the back of his shirt and become like anchors for you guys to put a sheet over.
Dude, Razz is on it. No matter if anybody else has the energy to do it, Razz always has energy for a pillow fort. But like, make sure to drape the blanket to where Helia can still interact through the gaps if she wants. But
Just drape.
yeah, just draped.
Drape
Yeah.
the pillows over like thing.
So slight echo. Helia. Make a perception check since you're lower on the staircase. Here you're not sure if it's scratching of a like old calligraphy pen or if it's just graphite on paper or if you're just hearing things. kind of think you hear someone writing downstairs.
Helia will, you know, that sort of scoot down the stairs while you're holding something and don't exactly want to jostle the thing you're holding.
Yes.
Yeah. Gently scoot down the stairs and look around to see if she can see what's going on.
You see Amrith, like, walking around and gathering books, gathering pieces of paper, both blank and written on. There is a not quite a feather pen, but one of those fake feather pens that are at, like, borderline between a fountain pen and one of the old style quills. You know those ones?
Mm-hmm.
That is self-writing on one of the desks. Without anyone holding it. Merce does not seem to have taken note of you currently.
I will not bully the wizard's perception. He seems very focused.
It's fine. How bad could his current focus be? It's not like he has ADHD or anything.
Definitely not.
Well, that's Lex.
Julia's
Fighter has ADHD. Yes, my love?
said, "Don't bully the boy." I think was what my brain was trying to say.
You're too busy having a giggle.
Yeah. Helia is just gonna kind of like scoot down another stair and just sort of watch the wizard do wizard things. At least that's what she's assuming he's doing.
Certainly collecting books. And we will actually get to whatever happens there should you do anything in a little bit, because you have officially moved down a level. No longer perceivable unless you stick your head through the banister. What are you for doing?
Am I gone?
Nothing different from 5 minutes ago.
Being
Hey,
upset
Sleepy.
for everybody. I could do a thing. You did okay first.
I mean, I'm assuming that, like, nobody else other than Lance and Razz have, like, any energy.
So you guys are all napping for the equates to the rest of the night.
I just
Well-
realized I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Nice.
It happens.
So, like, wait, what time of night is it right now?
It's an excellent question for somebody who doesn't see a window.
Time's wibbly wobbly here.
Wait, are you saying that are these not windows?
Certainly look like windows.
They do, which I kind of thought they would be. Are they not?
I'm going to make a slight joke that only I get, and I'm going to tell it to Nini and later, and Nini's going to have a moment of, oh, I hate you. So those are windows. I don't think they lead to outside, though.
Okay. I get it. Okay.
Only lead out. Wizard's Tower, my guy.
They're looking wherever Emrys wants them to look.
If you want a beachfront view, ask him. Maybe he'll switch the scenery.
God damn it, Cayde, you were fast as fuck.
Wait, what?
mean?
He changed his token to a fucking blue chicken.
I didn't make that. I just found that. I hope you know it's not.
You mean the Discord token?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that's
the
a
blue,
few minutes.
the blue cuckoo.
It's been like that for like a few minutes at least.
I'll be right back, actually. I need to do something.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say, while Mordred is gone, Razz has her tail wrapped around whoever will allow her. Just like burrowed like into like a little nest with a little tail wrap if anybody would let her.
That's adorable.
What if we held tails under
Let's
the
hold
blanket
ta-
door?
Yes! Yes!
What if we held tails at lunch? Just kidding. Unless.
You guys gave yours tails?
Yeah. Got a little dragon tail. A little spiky, little cool.
I actually did not think about whether or not Tsubasa would have a tail.
Give him a tail.
I
Do
am
it.
so tempted to give him a tail.
Tail
Have him-
gang!
Have him
If- if
Aurelia
you-
it. He keeps it in, like, literally, like, wrapped around himself under his clothing so people can't pull on it.
I mean, yeah, then I could
Like-
do, like, the kind of tail with the tuft of fur at the end. Sort
A
of like,
fluffy tail.
sort
Like
of like fucking Blue Exorcist.
I have no idea
Yes.
what that is.
It's kind of like a lion's
that
tail
kind of
then.
tail. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you meant by tough.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a pom pom.
That was my first thought, and then Cherry elaborated, and I went, I get you. I bet you, if we
Mhm.
blow dry it correctly, it could be a pom-pom.
Yeah, but as
gonna-
of right now, I think the only way somebody would realize that it's there is if Razz did end up doing the tail wrap with Tsubasa, and then it's just like, wait a minute, I feel something under here.
I will say I am gonna go ahead and send a picture of Razz's tail just because I think it's cool.
Tails are cool. Holy
Wait,
shit!
should the fur at the end of Tsubasa's tail be orange, or should it be white?
Orange.
Why not both? Do like a creamsicle swirl.
Or just like a white tail tuft with orange highlights? Or though I guess it would be orange with white highlights.
I like orange with white highlights. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Creams.
Because then he is a creamsicle. Wait,
Would-
creamsicle Tsubasa.
I'm not even going to
Okay.
fucking continue to
Okay.
acknowledge that. But yeah, no. If you want Razz to wrap their tail around Tsubasa, I give you permission. And I also give you permission to find Tsubasa's tail.
So this is what I'm thinking. Okay, so just the tail kind of wrapped. The strangest laying down position, but the tail wrapped around both of your guys' tails, like looped around one, and then just like it's a tangle. You know what I mean? Just like nap tangle.
Like one of the situations where like a rat, like a group of rats.
Yeah, like a rat king.
Yeah.
Oh my
yes.
god.
Incredible.
Okay. Okay. Arthur,
Yeah.
Mic off.
it's been about 10 to 12 minutes since you have carried Lex up to his brother's room, and this is a place you've in. Emrys occasionally opens the door while you're up here. The fact that you were let in is probably only because you were carrying his brother.
Mm-hmm.
However, Lex and you have been silent for a good 5 minutes. And after a moment, Lex just laughs. No, I think you were right about that king guy.
Not a bad dude.
Not a bad dude. A little weird. Not bad. He's actually the reason I survived.
What can I say? I'm good at making friends.
You're good at making strange yet beneficial decisions. I don't know if making friends is a strong suit of yours. Then just only to wince.
I guess we'll settle on that.
Hey, Arthur?
Yeah?
I think you guys are going to be allowed to go back. If you want. It's just a hunch I have. I left when Headmaster Harold showed up. And, well, and he kind of grimaces for a second. You know, that sort of student to, oh god, the big cheese on campus is just showing up and looming over everyone kind of wince. They're just, she was not very happy with the turn of events.
Ooh, yeah. Almost threatening putting the lives of students in danger. That doesn't sound like something that would be let pass, even if they are vice.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, I don't know the full logistics of this, but when I was, you know, carted away by Mi's magic, the last thing I heard was him trying to make an argument about something being within his jurisdiction. I don't know what it was. Or would know more about that than me. He's always in tune in politics.
Huh.
I'm just a knight. Specifically, I'm your knight. And he just...
You think you did your job good this time? Well, fucker, god damn it.
Well, I'm not dead, and neither are you. I think that constitutes as doing pretty goddamn well. At which point he looks at you, Arthur. Seems to register something. Have you checked that box I gave you, aside from giving the keys to the ship to you?
Oh shit, it's up my mind. Well, we were kind of almost not crashed.
You almost crashed my escape ship?
Oh,
smirk.
fucking...
Thought you knew how to drive a gummy ship. Get to hold that over you now.
Yes,
He
you
grins.
do. Fuck.
He just gestures as if to say go ahead, without saying anything else.
Arthur will open the box.
Inside is not quite a scarf, but kind of like a handkerchief, made out of what seems like the same material and same magic as his cape. Even has the same pattern, except a little bit closer to noon. Rather than full city sunset, it is closer to a noon sky color palette. And he just grins and says, I got that tailor-made for you in case something happened. It should, if it was prepared properly and I did everything I was supposed to, it's supposed to make you better at dodging. In D&D terms, it gives you advantage on dexterity checks. Specifically saving throws.
Thanks, Lex.
problem. I'm doing my job. There also should be something else in there if it wasn't jostled around. Check.
Yeah.
It's a bit darker in this room. For whatever reason, you're not quite sure. You squint a little bit, no roll required, and there's just a slight glint. The keychain.
What's this?
You take out the keychain, and you've never seen it before. But you know instinctively it's a real keychain, real keyblade. And it, if I recall correctly, hold on. Actually double checking so I don't get this wrong. It is sort of a brassy silver mix with a red center in the middle of the keychain. Silver looks sort of rusted, but it doesn't look like it won't work. If anything, it looks like it's designed that way.
How did you get this?
I don't fully remember. I've had it for a while, and it just didn't seem like it belonged to me. Know how my instincts are. Give it to the person who I think is supposed to have it.
Your instincts are always on point.
There, no rule required. You can see that he's starting to doze off from his mana drain. He's trying to keep talking.
I think you should get some rest.
Don't get in any trouble while I'm sleeping, okay?
Don't worry, I'm also gonna get some rest.
Right. And he just, with a kind of worried look, because he knows exactly what you went through where Emrys does not fully know, he just turns over onto his side and starts to doze off. Make an investigation check real quick. This is on the keyblade.
Not bad.
It's a 12. Don't recognize it so much as it feels, just by keychain alone, like it belongs to you. As if it was meant specifically for you to wield it. It's an odd feeling. It feels both right and wrong, terrifying yet almost natural. It's jarring for just a moment. You're used to this kind of thing, being who you are. Things falling into place in weird ways and sometimes bad ways. Always weird.
Oh, that's gonna be in the back.
Do you try and summon it?
I'll get out of the room first, and then I will. Okay, right there.
Door closes behind you as you definitely do hear the sound of him quietly being asleep already. He'd always been a person who falls asleep pretty fast, regardless of what he'd been through. And you summon it, and it is at its base form, which doesn't, for some reason it taxes you, but not in the way that you expect. A Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Good. You succeeded. However, you still get the effect. You just don't pass out. The fact is, something in the back of your mind, almost like a memory, rises up. Something you misplaced, something you lost. And so when you were younger, laughing, it's not something you find yourself doing that much, even now, because of the stress of who you know you are. You're mostly not agitated, but tired these days. And you're barely an adult. And you feel much older. But this is a memory you know is yours because you're in the center of it. And you're laughing, running through the courtyards of your home. And you're about 6. And Lex is new to the courtyard, new to this, new to you, new to your family. And all he says is, you know, I think of the two of us, you're going to get in trouble the most. And instinctively you find yourself laughing even louder, just like, and having the response of, me? Why would I have anything to do with that? I'm here. I have nowhere else to be. And besides, you're my bodyguard, right? To which there's a look from the 6-year-old Lex. And it occurs to you, as you in this position realize, you're talking to Lex. It's his voice. It's, though younger, he is still wearing most of the same muted blues and grays and vague greens. He does not have his cape yet. But his eyes are a different color. They're not a deep brown. They're blue. And the memory ends.
How taxing on my body was that?
Was the equivalent of seeing something you didn't expect in the middle of your own house. You're just like, oh, fucking God Christ, okay. I know what that is. It looked like a person, kind of taxing. Kind of like a mini heart attack. Like, Jesus, okay, fuck, damn it.
Like a jump scare, but a small one.
Yes. Because this is a memory you don't recall having, and then suddenly it's as if it was never not there.
That's curious. Alright, there's something else I was going to do. What was it? Alright, the fucking keyblade.
I'm currently playing up what its name is, and I'm sure you can gather what it is. The talk of memories and things that belong to you.
Oh, never mind. Okay, no, I got it. You saying memory activated a memory.
Huh?
You saying memory made me remember. So,
So do you know which one it is?
I believe so?
Want to double check with me?
Yes. Do you want me to just say it or?
You can do what you want. It's your keyblade.
Cool. A second. I need to remember to look up the actual name. It's, I don't think I have anything else I want to do. I guess just change it and then ask you about the name while it happens. Man. Guess we can't spell memory.
Mood.
Lost.
Yes.
Cool.
Lost memory. I will give you the specifics of lost memory because it is a unique form.
All right. Here you are.
As for the others, Arthur, you find a place to at least sit down, and whether or not you actually manage to pass out or your mind is too much, like going too fast, do end up taking a seat near, like, both the stairs and the door in case anybody truly wakes up. After about 30 minutes, you find yourself passing out as well, just from how taxing the entire day has been. Oh. Helia,
Woos.
do you say anything as you see now, after all of that, which is about 15 to 25 minutes have passed? Everyone upstairs is asleep or about to be. You're able to understand that someone may be working through the night, only moving about. Truly is Helia, though.
Like, she probably doesn't say anything. Just sort of like head on the banisters, like the up and down parts of the railing. Just like watching Emrys holding Junebug. Might sneeze eventually or cough or something, but just watching the dude be a dude.
Disappears behind one of the kind of tall bookshelves for a good couple of minutes before you just hear a voice that you know is Emrys's going, "Can I help you, miss?" Only to walk around here. You, at that height, can actually see him. He is holding a couple of differently colored, differently textured books.
Helia just sort of blinks, looks at him, and goes, "Oh, probably not."
Would you like to try me? Walks over to the desk closest to you and sets down the books, which you notice he's been collecting quite a few.
I mean, you seem kind of busy, and I mean, none of the other adults have actually been helpful, so.
Well, I'm not exactly an adult. I'm a bit of a magician. Just try me, miss. Maybe I can actually do something. Guarantees, but I am quite powerful, as I'm sure you noticed.
You just seem kind of weird to me.
Ever see someone do a physical loading gif?
I mean, I've heard it plenty of times.
It's just Kuri, I know.
No, I was about to say it's Nia.
Also Nia. It's Kuri and Nia every time we'd say dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yes, after a moment of essentially buffering, shakes his head and goes, "Okay." Not many people have the gall to call me that to my face. I'll take it. There's something you're looking for in the library.
Person I'm looking for is probably not in the books, so not really.
You're looking for a person.
Yeah,
Might have the spell for that, if you'll allow me.
I mean, you can try.
Said the other adult didn't bother, or at least I doubt they actually did anything of a location spell, which, by all means, is within my purview. And while the sound of a pen or a pencil on paper continues to happen, he steps over to the bottom of the staircase and rests his hands on his hips in that manner of, "Oh, get your ass down here," like a fucking parent would. It almost reminds you of Auntie.
Helia sort of awkwardly standing up, not using her hands because holding Burb, and just sort of down the stairs very carefully. Now, definitely looking up at Emrys.
Yes, absolutely.
She's short as hell and he's illegally tall.
Yes, it's unfortunate. But he does lower his stance of, instead of being a bit sassy and a little bit chaotic, he's now having a warm smile and one of, not necessarily do you trust me, but are you willing to put a bit of faith in me kind of look.
Well, she came down the stairs, didn't she?
He smiles and gestures to follow him, starting to walk over to the main desk. At which he stops in front of it and reaches over to where you now see what was previously hidden, either because you were on the stairs or because he was just hiding it himself, but an actual goddamn crystal orb.
Helia out loud. That's kind of cliche, ain't it?
There's a sigh of just, was my father's. I too thought it was cliche when he had it. Don't worry, it gets the job done. Best as it can. What are you looking for? Do you have anything from them?
My, best friend, Valkia. I'm trying to think, does Helia have anything on her right now that would be from Valkyr?
Have the stuff you made with him.
That works. She will just sort of offer out the... Is it a bracelet or a necklace? I forget.
You have the Star Sapphire necklace as the bracelet.
Offer out the necklace and just quietly goes, we made this together? I think he's got the, matching one we made at the same time.
Then this will be a very good connector to him wherever he may be. And Morris actually holds it by the chain in the lightest possible manner, and like a pendulum, holds it over the crystal orb, which begins to glow faintly, not with purple or blue or green magic, very, very soft pale gold. And he recites something. Even with your ability to understand Arcana, you weren't in the school long enough to understand whatever the hell he's doing. Even with a roll,
He's doing some advanced level shit.
he's a wizard. And after about a minute, the orb was a pitch black dark. You know that color that everyone calls Vanta black?
Yeah.
So dark it does not allow light.
It does not reflect any light, yes.
That's how dark the orb gets. Not even glowing that pale gold anymore. If you take a step closer as you start to hear faint mumbling from the orb, I can tell you what it says.
She does, because things are happening.
With the necklace still hovering over the orb, you don't see anything. Neither of you see anything as the night starts to drag on, or at least feels like it takes ages. You hear a familiar voice and a non-familiar voice. Unfamiliar voice goes, I have no fucking idea why she invited you into this. You're a fucking kid. You have a higher rank than me. Bullshit. At which point you hear a familiar voice. Best friend's voice. Going, I don't know either. I don't want to be here, but I have no other choice. I have to do this. At which point the unfamiliar voice, gruff and mean and aggressive, just goes, yeah, everyone says that when they get in here, but eventually they stay. I've been here the longest. I should have more rank than you. But show me what you've got, kid. And there's a pause, so long that it feels like the entire speech has ended, only for that voice to speak up again. What? Scared of a little throwdown? You're not going to make it very long in this world if you don't want to fight. I don't want to fight because that'll break our promise. I don't want to break my promise any more than it's already broken. And then color returns to the orb, as in that manner of a disrupted signal. Which you know that look on monitors and TVs and stuff like that very well. Something disrupted whatever was happening. To which Emerus goes, huh, that's not supposed to work like that. But, and looks at you, Helia. Looks like your friend is alive and well. And hands you back the necklace.
She takes it back and then, like, not angry at him, but more so just angry in general, mutters, I could have told you that.
Which he smiles and goes, you didn't know someone else was there with him. Someone coercing him to stay. Someone who is angry, someone who is mean. That he still thinks of you. Might have not done much, but I did what I could.
Thanks for trying.
If you give me another couple of days, I could try again. There's no guarantees.
I don't know, maybe.
Perhaps he'll be further away from whatever is. And he knocks on the crystal orb with a bit of, not aggression, but annoyance. You know, when something isn't working properly and you're just like, maybe if I just knock it around a little bit, it'll go back to normal, kind of. Treating your technology bad.
Percussive maintenance.
That's what he does, is he just kind of like knocks into it and it just ding, doesn't move. And it occurs to Helia that maybe that thing is a lot heavier and made of heavier material than you initially thought for a cliche crystal orb for a wizard.
Stones weigh a lot.
especially if they are perfectly spherical and do witch work.
Yep.
Spherical things way more than you think. Unpleasant.
Helia just sort of shrugs and goes, I don't know, maybe?
No, this is going to be tough. Have faith. What was the phrase? Fucking I said. And then it's just loading. Physically. Just. If you could play Wii music in the middle of someone thinking, that would be happening right now.
This poor man is suffering.
I don't know how long he's been awake. Then he just goes, oh, that dumbass pirate captain. He likes to say fast. I have no idea what it means.
I didn't catch what you said.
He said hold fast. Likes to say hold fast.
Doing that for almost 2 months hasn't gotten me shit, so...
Do what I do. Mad. He grins and make a perception check real quick. Just a silly little thing.
Silly little Persepi.
Well, if it's for a bit. Helia, with him being so close, you realize two things immediately. One, his eyes are not one singular color that you thought they were. They start with blue, go dark blue, and teal, pure green, forest. It's almost like Aurora Borealis of jungles. Then you notice his teeth are a little sharper than they should be. A human.
If you mean to
leans
end
back.
there... Yeah, so I was about to say, if you meant to end there, then I would have said, like, yeah, Helia, totally unfazed by this.
Yeah. She's seen weirder.
Yep.
He leans back and goes, you should probably get some rest. Maybe not sleep, but rest.
I don't know, maybe. Not tired.
After something like losing a friend, you don't get tired, you get exhausted. I speak from experience. Kind of. I lost my brother. Not Lex, but my brother. He just seems sad for a moment in that way of when someone much older than you reminisces about something that they're still not quite over. It's not the same as losing a friend, but I believe I can relate. I was never the talker. It was my brother. I would have liked him. Get some rest. I'll send you a bit of information tomorrow. You can visit for some peace and quiet. I'll even forward a message to Marigold to leave you alone.
Don't know what that is, but okay.
I blasted rival. So she says. You don't have to go upstairs with the others if you don't want to. You can stay here and listen to me work. I'll be mostly in silence.
Okay. You don't mind if I sit on the stairs?
Not at all. Where you feel most comfortable. At least for now.
Okay.
I can't imagine you'd be comfortable at all anywhere. Not fully.
Kinda got that right.
Some rest. See you in the morning.
Okay.
He goes behind his desk. Before we go on to the next scene, how are you guys enjoying this? So far?
That's some good soup.
Emotional damage, the best kind of damage.
This man is trying so hard to be not maybe not a trusted adult, but like trusted in the sense of I don't mean any harm. He's trying so hard. The dude, once you understand something about his charisma, has more points in intimidation than he does in persuasion or regular charisma. Help him. Yeah, how did before anything gets started on the next day or 2 days? How's everybody feeling?
Very interested.
It's a vibe.
Caught it before it could say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, when my light outlasted my sentence, yeah.
Okay. Who wants to wake up first? You can technically do whatever you wish at this moment, because Emrys has not gone to sleep.
Tonberry is up this time. Tonberry is normally the first one up because, ow, pain.
Feel food. Where is Tonberry currently?
He is currently putting the sheet that was, or the blanket, whatever they used to make
My
the,
gosh.
the roof of the pillow fort, and is currently doing his best to gently put it around everybody to make it a normal blanket so he can get out of the way. So
Bunch of pillows.
Yeah, it's just like that. He's not even worrying about the pillows yet. He's worrying about just like, don't wake anyone up. Do not wake anyone up. Gentle, gentle soul. And once
Food.
he
Food is all I said.
once that is done, he does kind of walk out and to the center to stretch. And this is like the full body, like just before a workout kind of stretch. Fucking shit. And then he is going to start mumbling to himself before stopping and checking to see if anybody else was awake.
There is a very, very small cat underneath the stairs going up.
My
No
gosh.
check required. It's not hiding very well, but it is very small.
Just stares at the cat. It's a weird looking cat. Yeah, I know I shouldn't say that. Don't get on to me. Just. Should we go pet it? I'm not saying we. You're not here. And then he's gonna like kind of kneel down and do that little finger thing where you put your thumb underneath your first finger and you snap with your middle finger. Try and get
You're just going.
Yeah, I'm doing the thing with my fingers. Oh shit! I actually got my cat's attention doing that.
Nice.
Yeah, come here, babe. Huh? Okay.
It does not look like that. It is
Yeah,
basically a
motherfucker.
kitten. It is a small, round kitten. It gently peeks out from underneath the staircase. Just does that thing of reaching out with a paw and just pat, pat, pat. Like, you come here. I'm not going to you. You come here. Kind of pat.
Think it wants me to follow it. Or come to it. One of the two. I know, but I shouldn't leave them. If I leave Razz alone, you don't know her. She'll fucking run off. It's a very cute cat.
Razz is currently drooling, like totally out. Without coffee, it down.
Okay, yeah, maybe I can. Is it from the bottom or the top stairs? Where is this cat coming? Okay, and he'll just go. Maybe. I'd ask you to stay with him, but I think we've been over this song and dance before. And he starts walking towards him gently, carefully, with only his sleeveless shirt on because his jacket is probably under somebody's butt right now. And just careful as can be.
Have you ever seen just...
I just heard the words homosexuality screamed from my kitchen.
My god.
Have you ever
my God.
seen just very small kitten that should not be able to do anything on its own and probably can't get up the stairs very well? Kind of small?
Yes. Yeah, I owned a cattery. Right, cats for people. I understand exactly how tiny some kittens can get.
So about that tiny of a black cat, full black cat with like blue eyes, just both paws outside of the edge of the, like, underneath the edge of the like railing and stuff, and just
Hello, little friend. And then he takes a moment. I'm not gonna ask the kitten. It's a kitten. It's not gonna. Actually, you're not actually a person, are you?
make a I don't know what check this is, but make it either intelligence or wisdom.
Go with wisdom because at least that's a +1. That's an 11.
You get the feeling that no, this cat isn't person per se, but is far more aware and intelligent for how small and seemingly young it is.
Ah, god damn it. It heard me talking. Yes, talking to you. Enough. Stop saying things. And he's gonna gently attempt to pick up the kitten. Oh no. It's gotten quiet. Is that just me or...
Mordred needs a hot sack.
Okay. I could say something, but I don't want to hurt all of you. But at the same
it.
time, I want to say it.
Hurt us.
I'll steal your
Have
kneecaps.
any of you ever seen the series on Netflix, what is it called? The Haunting of Hill House?
Yes.
Yes-ish.
Do you remember what the father's condition was?
What was it?
There is a certain type of coping where you will create a fake version of the person you lost, and they will respond to you and talk to them back and forth. It's just like so that they don't leave you.
Oh.
So Alexi is low-key hallucinating constantly.
Low-key hallucinating on and off that Dutch is with him.
I'll steal your kneecaps.
Ow.
He was 6. He has issues.
They all have issues.
Yeah,
will-
you beat me to
I will
it.
say, if Helia shares what Imris just did, Razz is gonna lose her mind. Like, Razz is gonna go like crazy for a second. Not like crazy, but like,
Gonna go a little feral.
yeah, dude. Seeing if
Bring
someone's
the
still
world of
alive.
It's gonna bring the world of WWE into the fucking cage world just for one moment. The mom arm went down, so the feral child could strike.
Okay. I'm mostly good.
Are you okay?
I have arachnophobia. Sum that up
You-
pretty quickly.
Checking in your room too.
Shut!
Is that a spider not over there?
You need a moment?
No, it's not. Oh, Christ.
You're not be able to get that one.
Shh. Getting a drink real quick.
Okay.
Take your time.
Arachnophobia sucks.
I'll take one.
It's a shadow.
It's not a shadow. That's something on in the corner there. I don't know what it is.
For the love of it, that's been there.
It's
Have a-
Bellator. Get the souls.
Oh,
You see, this is coming from an arachnophobe. You're overreacting.
cobwebs out of here.
Need peace of mind. But you both can't have that. I'm pretty sure if that were in a better situation, you guys would have fucking cracked up laughing.
Probably.
I tried to make people laugh, but it didn't work.
Just, I need peace of mind, but we both can't have that. But no, you reach out to the kitten.
Yes, I was going to gently try to pick it up. Because kid.
Going to Cattery, you know when they're small enough that trying to pick them up with 2 hands is worse than trying to do one.
Oh, absolutely.
How
You
small
gotta trap
it is.
them.
How small it is.
The eyes. Scoop.
Little baby.
It is so
Cover the
small.
eye. This is real. You cover the eyes so it backs up into your other hand, and then you scoop it and hold it tight. But not tight enough to hurt it.
So small. It's like this. It's the size of your hand and a little bit smaller. Small.
Alexi is giant. That's fair. So he was just gonna hold the kitten, ignoring.
Feel
what
like
he hears.
Razz would just sense the presence of a small animal and just,
If you're giving me the okay, that is precisely what happens. Just.
Absolutely, you can just have a moment of small child
Just-
and wake up immediately.
The child.
There's the moment that it like sets in. Razz would find this really cute. Razz would find this really cute. And he's just fully aware that he's now not the only one awake.
Razz has like laser eyes at the cat.
Just the gentlest of Raz.
Dude, the little Mew. Oh, dude, Razz like doesn't even get up on her feet yet. She like tries to crawl to like try not to wake anybody else up, but she's like crawling on the floor out of the blankets.
Razz heard the mew, and it went, "Is that a kitten?" and began doing the fucking cobweb crawl.
Yeah, literally just crawling, like hasn't even gotten off the floor yet. Mew! Meow's back at it.
Alexi turns around. Did you just fucking meow at a cat?
How else will they understand that I love them?
He's smarter than you at this point. Stand up and say it. Why are you on the ground? And he's like walks over and like the little arm slips out and just scruff pickup.
Like, there's like hair still stuck to the drool side of her face also, and her glasses are like on top of her horns. Like she hasn't. She's very interested in this kitten.
Alexi will just softly put the kitten in her hands to keep her hands busy while he just starts going, "Oh Jesus, you a mess," and does the full Big Brother thing of just like starts cleaning her up, making her look more suitable for everyone else to see.
Meanwhile, she's already doting on the kitten, giving little chin scritchies if she likes it. Little kiss on the nose. You know, just the excited like, oh sweetness.
Oh, by the way, that thing might be a familiar at this point. Not sure, but it's not a normal kitten. And then just sets the glasses right.
Perfect.
You want to know something?
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen a cat purr so loud that it just shakes its body?
Yes, I've had that happen on my back before. A cat laid down on my back and did that.
That's exactly what this kitten is doing.
What an angel.
Yes, the darling thing.
Where did it come from?
Upstairs, and we're not going upstairs.
The look in her eyes is kind of like, was that a dare? Was that a challenge?
Let me rephrase this. We're not going upstairs alone. And he's gonna just put his hands on Razz's shoulder. I will give you actual fucking bird seeds to give to Junebug in a plastic baggie if you can wait for me to get Lance and Tsubasa up.
Low
I'm
blink.
bribing you actively.
I could just take it.
Well, the only thing is, my jacket's in the pile you just did from, so you could not.
Okay. Alright. She doesn't seem too happy, but she's like... But
In the
she's
middle of
like,
your talking,
please.
Raz, it's just the gentlest of head bonks to the underside of your chin.
That undoes any irritation. Her eyes light back up and she's like, okay, alright, you have a point. We have important things right now.
You just sit down and pet the kitten. I'm gonna get the other two.
That is precisely what she does. Like, cross legs, on the floor, just...
Alexi will sort of just stand over the pile and think for a moment. Should I wake them up gently, or should I do it the way I wake you and Val up?
They have
Lance,
to learn one way or another.
Lance, fully like eyes closed, just raises a hand up. Just don't you dare.
Alexi, who had his hands out, both sets of hands out, ready to make a loud clap, freezes. Well, If I don't do it now, I'm a bitch. I'm no bitch. Slap.
That just reminded me of the vine of just Nestle quick, and then there's a smack and a scream.
Nestle, quick.
Yeah,
Don't,
yeah.
don't you mean,
The scream would be Tsubasa, by the way.
don't you mean Nestle Crunch? Wait, is it Crunch? I think.
Either or at this point.
Doesn't matter. It's just the joke of that's all I heard. I'm just like, I'm no bitch. Smack.
It's
Poor
that. I
Sue
don't know.
just got his light scared out of them.
He's already a very easily startled person, currently distressed because there is a lot happening, and now he's been roughly awoken from a relatively deep sleep.
Morning, dollface.
He is probably full bottle brush tail too, like what?
Morning, dollface. Time to get up. I don't know how long that points over to Razz. We'll stay distracted. Let's go.
Good morning, sunshine. The earth says hello.
No, the Earth says fuck you, and it's time for us to go say fuck you right back. You can either be carried or you can walk on your own. Which one y'all want?
Tsubasa just looks so betrayed, though. Just the look on his face is nothing but, why did you do that?
Cherry, I need you to know, all this is making me think of is, you kick me ass!
The only thing it's making me think of is... Jason, no! You promised!
Oh, we're lightly bullying Sue. It's fine. We love him.
He's baby and apparently perfectly bullyable.
This is just the truth.
He's bullyable, affectionate. If someone actually tried to bully him, there would be no body left to find.
That's also true.
Absolutely.
The question is, would it be because of just Alexi, or would it be because they had to split the body up to get a good piece off of him?
Teamwork.
They could find
Style.
a tooth, maybe.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey, I found a post-it note. This is a pound of flesh. Never mind. But no, Alexi will actually start moving and just start going, okay, come on, pick up. Let's go. Get out from underneath the covers. Over the shoulders.
It looks like Lance already moved, so Tsubasa is the only one.
Then Tsubasa gets picked up by all four arms, and it just, oh, if you didn't weigh anything before, you're literal air.
Tsubasa just hanging from this, just like,
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Razz.
How-
Sorry, go ahead.
Soon as everybody is off the covers, the black hands begin to move and pick up his jacket. Whoever was on top of it is now no longer on top of it.
Well, yeah, because we've all fucking moved.
Didn't you say that he dropped both jackets?
Yes. That's why both the black hands went to go pick them up.
One jacket per hand.
Also, Razz scoots forward on the floor and looks up. Have you met the baby?
Where are we going now?
Lauren, and he sets the boss down.
What was that again, Kuri? What did Ton say?
Exploring.
Oh, exploring.
Hell yeah, it's lost.
Are we sure that's a good idea, though?
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, we could get
Dollface,
lost, we could
look
get
in.
hurt, we could...
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's perfect. You've got Tsubasa going off, and then and when Alexi says Dollface, he's just, what?
Stop this
Look
battery.
me in my fucking face and tell me that I look like anybody that makes good decisions.
And Tsubasa does look up, and then you just see his ears And here's the tail just sort of droop. It's just like, oh yeah.
Pat on the head, as you said, Jack.
By the Nia,
Yes.
as for how much time would have passed by now, it feels like a full rest.
I meant more like actual time, like from the first person waking up.
It's a great way to ask about time in a mage's tower. I'm joking with you. It feels like it's been about an hour.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Time's wibbly wobbly here.
Either it can be 5 minutes or an hour. Or 3
No
days.
No in between. It's either 5 minutes or 5 days.
Yahtzee.
Mic off.
Who'd I kill with that?
I think you loading gift Nia.
Mic on.
Good.
Is anybody heading upstairs?
That. Yes.
I guess so.
Time to get lost.
Razz, you ready? Razz?
Are you muted?
I was.
Second, Razz is like, yeah, okay. Let's go do some dumb shit.
Precisely.
Wait, how? I noticed that there was another set of stairs going up for, like, at
On the next floor?
yes.
Okay, cool. We'll take a look at those stairs when we get up there.
Is it possible to just skip? And because of how the tower works.
We're also
Like,
we're going up completely unguided. I don't
Yeah.
think we're going to be getting to the next floor anytime soon.
But like the question is it possible without a guide to end up accidentally skipping over a floor, just going upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fuck around and find out ourselves.
You head upstairs.
Yes.
While we're going up, I do kind of look back at the stairwell that Helia was staying on, but I'm sure she's safe. It's fine.
Yeah. And we did. Ooh, so we went right to the top floor.
I was about to say, I assume the tower just rearranges itself however it wants, whenever it wants, so...
Mysterious tower, what you gonna do?
There's a bottom floor and a top floor, and the inside is just a question mark.
Hey, Razz, come look at this shit.
Shit?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
by the way,
yeah.
that stuff in the middle is actually a actual thing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So do you want me to drag my character token thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I have a very serious question.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Are the cats on the map in the room?
Oh, I didn't even notice the cats.
Hold on.
It's only two, unless I'm missing one. Someone break a third one out on me.
One, two, three. I think that's funny.
I agree with you. Technically, Tonberry is the only one that doesn't have a tail in this room.
I mean, Tsubasa's tail is tucked around his waist again.
Lance's tail is not always there.
What would...
Razz
So
Lan-
always is.
Lance is a changeling, isn't he?
Yep.
So he can choose to have a tail if he feels like it for the giggles.
I heard Kuri say something.
I said nothing.
No, what did you say?
No, that was me being real. I said nothing.
Okay.
You might have heard some background noise from somebody else's. Maybe?
Yeah, the last thing Kuri
Um,
said was that he's the only one without a tail.
I could have sworn I heard him start to say something, but never. I didn't. He didn't
I might have
say anything, but I heard him go ah, like he
I
was
might have
going
chuckled.
to. Yeah. Okay.
But I will. So this. Razz, question for you.
Answer.
And this is a.
Aw.
He's
Mic
gonna look
off.
like he's openly looking around, and then he goes, "This
Bye-bye,
is a
Cayde."
perfectly."
Bye.
Bye bye. Hold on. Got a sweet dreams, that man.
Enjoy.
But no, I'll go. And this is a perfectly legal question because it is only hypothetical. like you would scream out when you know the place is riddled with cameras. You think any of the books here would be noticed that they gone missing?
He raises an eyebrow. There are a lot of them, and I'm sure
Yeah.
they're better than what we can get on campus.
Mic on.
Yeah.
Mic off.
Can I do a perception check to notice why this window's covered? Oh
Sure.
my god, it's not the only one.
Neo, what the fuck?
What?
Just real quick, Neo, what the fuck?
What? I don't
That's
know.
an 18. What the fuck? Nia, stop it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're doing. You're not clever. I love it dearly, but you're not clever. I've seen that TikTok. Compliance can be difficult. Why? Because they're either really sweet or really ominous. Like, see you tomorrow, or enjoy the next 24 hours.
But it's
Does an
funny.
18 get me anything?
With an 18, you notice the one to the left near the staircase is actually covered by a heavier material than the one on the right.
Is the right one just like the same material as the rest of them?
Mm-hmm. It's just curtains drawn on the right one.
Hey, Razz, you got a coin?
A coin?
Yeah.
A coin. I assume I do.
Probably should.
Well, she
Heads or tails?
tails.
I'm heads. Flip that coin.
What are you flipping for?
You'll see.
Doing something stupid.
I'll just roll
And
a d4.
yep.
Yeah, and if it's
D4, yeah. Oh. We probably should determine which one's heads and which one's tails.
I'll do it again.
1 to 2 is
Odds or-
heads, 3 to 4 is
odds.
tails.
Or you could have done like odds or evens.
Heads.
Maybe. So,
Heads.
Tonberry was heads, yeah?
Yeah.
He is going to wander up, given like one of those like taps on Razz's shoulder of, "Don't move in front of me," and moves over to the curtain. Please don't be another fire. I can't get burned again. And he's gonna try and open it.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was just nothing? Just a normal window?
That's what I'm hoping it is.
I'm so glad you said that because it's less a normal window and it's pitch black. The inside of it's pitch black.
Opens, closes. God damn it. Guys, I found something interesting. Let's round back to this after.
What did you see?
No. I look, as much as I love looking into Satan's pupils, not today. Not right now. Not right now.
Hey,
Later.
Mordred.
First,
Yes.
Does Tsubasa find anything down at the desk that he's at the bottom?
I was actually going to get to that.
Oh boy.
So, roll investigation for me real quick. You'll find something regardless, but roll investigation.
Is that an investigation for like finding something specific?
That's a
Depends.
16.
Also echo. With a 16, while everyone else is looking over other things, you're at a desk. You're facing directly opposite of what you're pretty sure is a telescope. But with a mage's tower, you have no idea if that's its actual function. But as for what's on the desk, there's books and more books and papers and pens and quills and ink. He's a wizard, all right. Something catches your attention. It's a letter, folded and slightly bled through of how many times he tapped the page, trying to probably figure out something to write. But it's folded. You can't make out what's on the inside.
Well, obviously I'm going to take a look and unfold it.
You pick it up and... What, are you expecting it to explode? You open the letter. It looks like a letter of grievance. Something that was never sent, that he keeps rewriting. And the only lines that are on it currently that seem to have bled through the top of the page say very specifically, "I'm sorry for your loss, but there's nothing else I can do, and I'm not sending my brother out on the battlefield once more. Forgive me, but I can't do this anymore." And there's it looks like the beginning of a name, because it's comma and then a T. And it gets crossed out.
Huh. Is there anything else on the desk that looks at least similar to the letter?
There is specifically a inkwell that looks like it was recently replaced with an old feather pen, a real feather pen. And it looks like there's something red on the end of it.
Tsubasa picks up the feather pen to get a good look at what's on the end.
Make an investigation check.
All right. That's an 8.
It looks too dark to be red ink. But you're not sure exactly what it is.
Can I touch it?
Can.
I touch it.
It feels... You know exactly what I'm about to say. It feels like dried blood.
Yep. Yeah, I knew exactly. Tsubasa is now very uncomfortable as he puts the fucking feather pen back. Just... He just ends up mumbling under his breath, just like, why is there blood on that?
Razz. The kitten that has been in your hands, loving and attentive, jumps out of your arms and onto the floor and skitters over to Tsubasa.
I follow the kitten immediately.
I'll hang you murder.
What's up?
Oh, hey, just... I was looking at some of the stuff on the desk, and he does hold up the letter so that Razz can see it before glancing at the feather pen. It's just like, I don't know what happened, but I think that's blood on that.
He gets like closer and leans like probably like too squinty. And then can she tell, of course, like since it's already been dictated, or
Yes, it is dried blood. However, you will need a roll to determine how long it's been dried for.
okay, what roll?
Either medicine or investigation. Those two different rolls will give you different answers.
Can I assist?
You can. You roll with advantage.
Said medicine or investigation.
Yes, two different categories of information.
Let's go with medicine. And then
Tsubasa's also going to reach down to pet the kitten.
I'm just gonna press it twice instead of because Tsubasa.
Well, you got a straight up nat 20.
Fuck. God, you. All right. Oh, that's blood. Sorry.
It's not only just dried blood. It is specifically... This is going to kill some of you. You know the saying of the healer has the bloodiest hands?
Yes.
Well, this dried blood on the feather pen looks like it's been washed out, redone, washed out again, and it just will not come out. Kind of like a stain of blood on clothes. And you realize that this is old dried blood. Very old. However, it has been reapplied again and again as if it's a memory marker. And it occurs to you with a natural 20 that despite their very realness of being able to touch this item, there is a reason probably why that side of the desk had dust on it.
I think you should put that down. I think you should put that down and stop touching it right now. She like tries to like, she doesn't touch it, but she tries to like push his personal space to do it, you know?
Yeah, Tsubasa is visibly confused, but he does put the letter he was holding back down.
That's fresh, but it's old. It's fresh, but it's old. I don't think you... look at the dust.
Okay,
By the way, the other two can hear this slight panicking.
Do we hear exactly what the panic is about?
Yes. I don't think Razz is being subtle.
No.
Tonberry will just explode with, then it's probably just been dried over the next couple of hours, which means it's today fresh.
But the dust isn't today fresh.
Oh, then it's from probably yesterday or 2 days ago.
But the blood is today fresh.
Oh, then we're dealing with a fucking magic man. Wait a minute.
She's having a little like.
Cherry,
Yeah.
Sorry.
you wanted to say something?
Um. Tsubasa's looking around at the rest of the desk. That's all I've really got. He's not touching
Oh.
anything now, but he is looking.
Roll one more investigation check with advantage.
Ooh, nice. Nice!
Ooh.
22!
So with a 22, with a 22, you find that instinctively your hand travels over towards a book on the back of the desk. It looks like it's been forgotten. There's no dust on it for some reason, even though you, just by looking at it in your history with things not being touched, it has no dust. In fact, it looks brand new. It is a red book with silver filigree and a black side. It doesn't seem to have a title.
Tsubasa glances at Razz, because I'm assuming Razz at this point is just full focused on the panic.
Yeah.
He glances at Razz before reaching over to just, like, cautiously, like, tap the book, like, trying to see if there is anything there before he actually goes to pull at it.
It just, you pick it up.
Yeah, I pick it
doesn't
up.
seem to have anything attached to it.
Alright, yeah, he flips it open and just at least scans the first page.
What's it written in?
Well, we're about to find out, Nia.
It's written in common.
Okay.
The first page reads, "To reach a hand down, a lesson in recklessness."
That feels familiar.
A lesson that everyone here knows.
No, I'm talking about that specific phrasing.
To reach a hand down is a quote.
Okay. Alright then. Well,
To reach a hand down to someone, they must be beneath you.
Correct.
Alright.
In the words of who was it? Brennan Lee Mulligan?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you turn to the first page?
Yes.
First page is very simple, though it is written in a text and font and way of speaking that is more drawing an idea than it is answering any questions.
Comic Sans.
Shut your mouth. Sorry, reflexive.
Comic Sans things?
Nope. No. It says, "There are ways that people believe the dark is a fundamental aspect of reality. That darkness is something no one can escape. And trying to rid yourself of it is what draws it to you all the same, like a moth to a flame. Some would believe that trying to balance out light with something just as bright only results in the light itself becoming the new darkness, shadow of the new light. Indeed, what, then, do you believe the darkness is? Is it just light shadow? Or is the darkness we seek to eliminate every day from ourselves, from the worlds at large, just an echo of the very things we seek to ignore about ourselves? Very things we wish we didn't have to face?"
This is okay. Yeah, Tsubasa continues to read.
You flip the page.
Yes.
It starts very simple. Black King. Some would call him the Onyx Devil, the wolf in sheep's clothing. Others, they'd call him the Jester, the moron, regardless of what you call him, know that he's capable of great evil, great destruction, great horror. He is evil, almost evil itself. A demon with red eyes and a lurking beast that will only take what he believes is rightfully his, with a heart made of ice and steel. Sadly, for the rest of the worlds at large, he believes the whole cosmos is his.
This doesn't seem right. This is in character, by the way.
Continue reading.
Yeah. Razz probably.
Sorry, I
Tsubasa.
was gonna- Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say Tsubasa does make the comment out loud of that doesn't seem right. He wasn't like that.
Whenever I was gonna say, whenever Tsubasa says that, Razz just kind of start to nose, read over his shoulder, if he allows.
He's not going to stop Razz.
Okay.
At this point, he has become comfortable enough with the dirty laundry crew that them doing things like reading over his shoulder does not bother him.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. That's one thing I know. I feel like Razz is kind of careful about. Sometimes she gets excited and forgets, but personal space is a big. Because she forgets about it, so whenever she remembers, she tries really hard to.
Just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tsubasa allows her to read over his shoulder as he continues to, as he flips to the next page and continues.
A man of his word. If he tells you you're destined to die, then you might as well send yourself packing for the underworld. Because he's the Grim Reaper's boat and the swinging of the blade to take you there all the same. He's the one you should be afraid of lurking in your shadows, the one who haunts your dreams and grants no reprieve. The one who will make sure you get no rest, wicked or not. Of the innocent. He only hurts those around him without remorse.
Tsubasa suddenly starts flipping through the pages and looking for the White Queen. Just like he stops.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, he just full on stops reading and then starts looking to see what is said about the White Queen. That's 16.
Razz, I was gonna say, can Razz assist because she's reading too?
Absolutely. Roll again.
Still 16.
You skim over the pages, and it's a bit difficult to find, as if this entire book is dedicated specifically to what you would believe is slander towards the Black King. You eventually find a record, a written record, a transcript of what might be an interview. And it says, Anna is a lady full of cheer and delight, dedicating herself to the life of helping others and giving back to the community that gave her the position she has today. She is kind, in the same manner that politicians who keep their words always are. But she's also kind like the friendly mother down the street from you tends to be. Ariana is a woman who gives so much of herself, and in return we cannot thank her enough for everything she has done for us to keep us safe.
Tsubasa suddenly closes the book, and Razz probably would recognize the look on his face as an expression that he normally doesn't have, but he's thinking and he doesn't look very happy about what he read.
Are you okay? You look not okay. You look not okay at all. In fact,
something is weird about this book. I don't know.
Sounds like every story they tried to tell us.
Yeah, but the Black King, he didn't act like that at all.
He was protecting us from the dragon. Where the hell was she? What was she giving? He was giving his piece. He was giving. He was targeted because he helped us, and she was nowhere to be seen.
Out of curiosity, Tsubasa would know the White Queen by her name, yeah, because of her celebrity status.
Correct.
Okay, and so yeah, she Razz mentions that, and Tsubasa shakes his head. Just she's. Last time I met her,
You met her?
yeah, it was just a brief thing. I ran into her while I was visiting someone, and she didn't feel like a motherly type. It felt like I was being studied.
A deep breath, like that sounds a bit motherly to me, but that's
No,
not good.
That's not the look that.
That's not what they're trying to push. That's not what they're trying to sell. That's.
Yeah, when I ran into her, I'm not sure how to explain it. I almost felt like I wanted to crawl out of my own skin.
A gentle pat on the shoulder. Very, very soft, though.
Echo, by the way. Kuri.
Well,
That was a bad one.
I think.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa puts the book back and glances towards the stairs because he realizes this is Imris's stuff. And this is the newest book that is clean and probably has been handled somewhat frequently now.
I think we ought to poke around and see if this is the only kind of stuff he's pushing, if this is just something he has, or if it's something he collects.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, there are tons of books. After a moment, as he glances around, he's just like, you take one side, I take the other?
Aye.
Alright. And he ends up going over to this side, to this bookshelf. Oop, I did not mean to do that. But yeah.
I'm gonna go over, this is a pile of books, right? Because there's also,
There's a total of 3 piles of books that I can see on the map, and the Razz is at one, Tsubasa is next to the other, and Lance is next to the third.
Yeah, that's why I went to this one instead of on the other side of the room.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Starts poking through this pile of books.
We'll get back to you in a moment. Lance, you're at the blackboard, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Is everything all right?
Fucking. Regardless, you're at the blackboard.
Mic
Yeah.
off.
Mordred. One of these days I am going to hit somebody. Regardless, you're at the blackboard and there's no need to roll anything. It's pretty out in the open. It looks like a theory that he's working on of some kind. Even for you, who understands quite a bit about how the cosmos works, begrudgingly or otherwise, this is still beyond your purview. No roll required, just this is insanely difficult to understand.
Gonna
It does. What?
just
What?
gonna file that away to ask about later.
I will say it does, however, seem to vaguely, if not directly, seem to reference space, time, and something called a loop. Like an actual term that you don't understand. You know, it's like something that Dr. Xenos was talking about once with Avery, Professor Avery, of, you know, time loops and stuff like that, a hypothetical situation. And it is baffling you at this current moment that someone of Marissa's esteem is looking into a hypothetical when he has other things to be doing.
I mean, it makes sense. What better way to, like, expand your knowledge than to also investigate hypotheticals?
Is there anything you want to look for while you're over here?
Um,
Because you did hear some of that nonsense from before.
I guess I will take a look at all these books that are just piled up.
Roll investigation for me.
Investigation. Investigation. I believe.
You're a little rattled by what you saw. Like, you have the mentality of, it makes sense. Not to me. Kind of rattled of trying to process too many things at once, and you're not really looking at any of the books so much as you are picking them up and acknowledging their color.
I guess I'll just start organizing them by color then.
All right. Tonberry, what are you doing?
Tonberry is just sitting at this closed curtain that he has open, closed, went full nope on, and then just contemplating this. Stupid. This could be so fucking stupid. And he opens it again.
Is the same pitch black that you saw before.
He is going to... Hold on. He's going to press his hand against the window and cast light. One of the cantrips he knows.
I know light is a cantrip and is not really used for much other than, you know, to cast light. I need you to roll an attack roll.
With what? Unarmed strike work? Because...
For Keyblade,
light
because you
doesn't
have it now.
Okay. 18.
Hits. I need you to roll 4d10.
And this is how Tonberry dies. 19.
It's not how you die, it's how you scare something off. There is, only to you, sharp, trilling scream as the light you cast, despite being Gloom infected, Gloom adverse to most of society. There's a shriek. Don't know if it's of pain, anger, fear, anything, but it is a haunting trill of a shriek. No one else seems to have heard it, as you wince just from the sheer power and sharpness of the sound. And you open your eyes again, and it's not showing what the rest of the windows are showing, but it shows a castle that you would recognize from history books as being the Magic Kingdom castle.
I pause, pull out my gummy foam, put the camera on, make sure I'm not the only one seeing this, and that this can be seen by others.
It can. It shows.
Take a picture of it, and then go, are y'all doing anything important?
My God.
Depends on what you
Out
consider.
loud to everybody.
Depends on
Tsubasa.
what you.
Yeah, Tsubasa straight up
One
has
time.
one of the books in his hand. Just, huh?
It's a little bit important. It's kind of super important, but it's okay.
Is it more important than the Magic Kingdom?
Yes. Absolutely.
And you stay right there.
Has Tsubasa and Razz been able to find anything else?
Need you both to roll assisted investigation.
So, we both roll with advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't mean to do it twice, but
Oof, Razz.
God damn it.
At least one of us actually got the nat 20!
You know what? Because I think this is hilarious that you got 2 in a row. What are you both looking for, specifically? Is there anything
Looking for stuff on King, anything that might seem propaganda-ish.
To be fair,
Anything.
Tsubasa is also looking for stuff on King, but he's keeping an eye out for stuff on Queen or the Soulless as well, since...
I will also say, like, in the back of her mind, the stuff that I sent you, she's also looking for, but it's not like her focus right now. It's just if she sees it, it stands out, you know.
So, essentially 3 natural 20s. You find what you're looking for and more. Except what you find on King is not propaganda so much as it is information. And both of you seem to find 2 different records on King. One from... hasn't been touched in a while, it looks completed. And one that is newer. One that seems younger, almost. And one of them is black with white writing and a binding of gold. And it looks ominous, but it also looks regal. That's the one that you have, Tsubasa.
Okay.
One that Razz has is a book that looks almost like a picture book of some kind. Except it has pictures like a children's pictures book. The title and the binding and everything else looks professional, like a scholarly journal.
Tsubasa's looking through his book.
Razz does not have the self-control to not look through hers.
These two are going to probably take up a good 30 to 40 minutes. Who wants to go first?
I will.
All right, Tsubasa. You look through yours, and it is not fascinating, but confusing. You swear it's talking about King, as it's referencing darkness and how it is infectious and it takes over the mind and all this and all that. And it seems like it's slandering King again. Then you find one key detail. It references a she. Over and over again as you look through and try and find repetitive instances of she and not he or they. It's just she. Her.
Ah.
Oh, the woman.
Yeah, no, so when Ton asks, is it more important, after Tsubasa does hesitate as he looks over, glances back at his book, and is just like, I think it is?
You continue reading. Is anybody going to walk over?
Yeah, I can. Who wants to join me?
Tonberry's just gonna go, well, fucking, we're taking it with us.
Taking it with us where?
Well, I didn't think that far ahead. Hold on. We should probably show the others. Because it's a magic man. He'll probably know if it's missing from his tower. So as long as we don't take it out of the tower, we should be fine. So
Ton?
let the others see it. One of it missing.
Are you okay?
Huh?
Is that an in-character or
Hello?
out of character? Hello, can you hear me?
Out of character, because
Okay.
yes, I can now.
Well, I don't hear an echo, so there's at least that.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
We're mumbling about whether it was important enough in the Magic Man.
Whether or not to show everyone.
If it's in his if it's in his tower, we need to show everybody, because if Magic Man's gonna know if something of his is missing from his own tower, why the magic, sons of bitches. So we just need to play it careful. Do you got the pages with the important info on them?
Ton, what are you talking about? Where are we going?
Downstairs to the other. I'm sorry if I'm not being clear. This is just freaky thing over here. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that heard it, and I'm still trying to process it.
Do you at all close the curtains with the heavy drapes?
Oh yeah, no, he closed the fucking. Like after the picture was taken and he turned back and noticed he wasn't, he was the only one that saw it. But he did close the curtains. Just like, not tempting fate. No, thank you.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we can go ahead and go downstairs then.
For that. Razz, Lance, y'all find anything cool?
Suggest Lance go first, because I think Razz isn't going to answer for a little bit.
Oh, goody.
Razz is deep in the pits.
Deep in the sauce.
Yeah.
Lance, meanwhile, just still busy sorting and color coding the books. Huh? What's that?
Why are you
find anything
color-coding
cool?
books.
There's currently a small pile of purple books, a lot of green, some black, full of red.
But why would you color code them?
Why wouldn't
It's a
you?
vibe.
Wait, actually, can I just grab like a random one? Turn to like just a random page.
I mean,
Start
technically,
sorting
nobody's stopping you from picking up a book and just opening it up.
and then just start sorting them by genre too.
Or
That's
Yes.
gonna take a bit though.
roll a flat d20 for me.
Two.
That was too funny or is too bad? Did you do it with a bit in mind?
Not really, no.
She's just doing
Okay,
it for the
so-
sake of doing it.
Just because like it would be funny to just sort by genre and color.
Wait, so it is a bit.
I mean, I guess.
You're not doing anything seriously, but you are doing it because it would be a good, fun little thing to do. That's a
Yeah.
bit. But what you find is something I'm not going to say aloud, but you yourself are enraptured by it, and you're just, god damn, he has this taste?
Is
And
it?
energy to you.
Wait, is it erotica?
Yeah.
Okay, but is it like 50 Shades of Grey, or
So
is it good?
It is written by a woman. Did you that way?
I'll be right back. I've actually been murdered.
Is it 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh my God.
It was written by a woman.
No, it's 50 Shades of Grey. Or is it good?
It was written by a woman.
So was 50 Shades. Doesn't make it good.
Oh no, that's the problem. 50 Shades of Grey, everyone believes is written by a dude. At least people who don't know the author.
50 Shades of Grey is the Twilight fanfiction, right?
Yes.
Yes, the Twilight fanfiction that evolved way too far.
Yeah, you picked up erotica. Good erotica. Razz,
Yes.
this is a redundant statement. Are you looking through the picture book?
Yes.
So I'll give you a description of what's on the front. On the front is a blue sky background with almost an island in the middle of it, with towering structures, light gray, some black, some deep gray, with faint gold. And like, it's drawn the way that a young teenager has been drawing since they were young, but is still bad.
Okay.
So it's one of those. It's okay, but it's also like hard to find good details in the drawing. Kind of bad.
Okay.
And you do not recognize this city. But the words on the front of it, a city from the past.
Does it say anything about which city or what it might be?
It just
Or
says
when?
city.
A city. Are any of the images like recognizable?
You good, Mom? Holy shit. One second.
You're fine.
Sorry.
You like jazz?
Stop it.
Oh. You asked if any of them were recognizable, yeah?
Yes.
Make a history check with advantage because you have the book.
Okay.
Night, Jup Jup.
Okay, so
Unplug that stuff, girl.
Mordred, and I will. At 21, it's hard. It's hard to recognize anything that architecture, as you realize, is ancient. So ancient that even architectures now think this would be apparent because it's all stacking on top of each other like a fucking jigsaw puzzle. But then it occurs to you. You don't know the name, but it's considered the Lost City. Kind of similar to how everyone deems Atlantis the Lost City. But, like, it's different. It's not Atlantis. That's not its name, and you know it's not its name. It starts with an S. The first word of it does, but you can't remember it. It's not fully there. And then other things start to, like, not crash, but kind of push and pull into your memory. There was a city that one of your teachers spoke about briefly in the history of the worlds. Not just a lost city, but multiple cities, multiple islands, multiple structures. A city, a world that would help keyblade wielders almost become gods. It was lost to time.
On
I'll
that.
give you a choice.
Sorry, go ahead.
We'll give you a choice. You can either learn about one of the leaders, or you can learn about one of people who live there.
One of the people who live there.
So, our memory pushes towards civilian life, people who used to live there. And you can recall is that there was someone who had survived whatever happened to this place. Whatever happened here that long enough for recorded history to catch up. Something about it seems off. Like, often that way, often the same way of reading the propaganda about King. Often the same way that the history books are lying. Your memory is not perfect, you're only so young. And even with your great memory regardless of that, something seems off. All you can remember is silver hair.
Silver hair. How old does the book itself look?
Looks like it was drawn several years ago. At max, maybe 11 years ago?
But not nearly as long as it's been lost.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
You flip through the entire book.
Mhm.
That yes?
Yes, sorry.
Do you skim or do you absorb?
I absorb like a sponge, hyperfixating.
Oh, understood. So, as basically ignore the world around you and your friends talking, you learn a little bit more. It's not a lot, it's all drawn by kids' hands. I of 6 years old, maybe. Maybe 7, at latest. Definitely in that range, because you know well the whole kid mentality of I have nothing to do, so I'm going to make a thing that makes no sense.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, one of her sisters is that age. So she knows pretty well.
So as a result, you know far too well the age range in which this creative bubble of fabricated mentality comes from. Full of color and vibrancy in life, but it's helpful to be trusted. Considering the fact that you also remember being told about this, makes you read further. There's very, very rough, rudimentary, crayon-based sketches of multiple people, but they're recurring. 4 different people. There is someone, a person, a man in white. It's hard to discern if they're man or woman, but they certainly are fancy. And then there is a woman, dressed in all blacks and purples and grays. And she looks angry. Angry in that way of a kid saw a bad adult. And then there is a very happy, smiling, very small rendition of someone dressed head to toe in muted grays. Then it clicks as you see one of the last people on the last page, someone running from something that was incomplete drawn. The person has silver hair and a black coat. Expression was never drawn.
Is it? You said silver hair in a black coat or silver hair in a gray coat?
Silver hair and a black coat.
Mic on.
But he did mention that there was someone
Expression was never drawn.
But Mordred did also mention that there was someone who was dressed head to toe in gray.
So either
Specific
this
patterns I mentioned was a person who was hard to decipher gender, dressed in all white. Was a woman, an angry woman, angry in that adult way of a child seeing a bad person, dressed in head to toe in black. And there was a happy-go-lucky girl. Very small, very done in that manner of seeing someone your height and going, that's a friend shape. A small child.
Mic off.
Dressed in all gray, muted grays and muted palettes. Then there was silver hair and a black coat. Expression never drawn.
So up until the last one, it felt like a story someone had told their kid, but now it feels like a story a kid had survived, but it's not. It doesn't add up
Mm-hmm.
because it's a story older than the kid would be.
Make one an investigation check for me.
I don't know why it's still on.
You normally have to turn it off of advantage if you have it turned on.
I didn't turn it on, but I will see if I can.
It could also be roll with advantage. No, wait, because you've rolled without advantage.
Let me figure it out.
This isn't a particularly big thing, but if you figure it out, it can be. So do you want the 22?
Yes, please.
You look through the pages for any sort of signature. This should have been marked by at least the family. Especially if Emrys has it. And on the very last page, almost on the hardcover, right on the edge, see in crayon, AA.
AA?
Hmm?
No, it was Val that helped with the server thing, but sorry, that was in the chat, but
Who would have the initials AA though?
I'm looking at the NPCs right now. I know, even if Val wouldn't know. I mean, even if Razz wouldn't
I
know.
would like to refer you to my question in the text channel.
A.A.
Okay.
Ah! Okay. I figured it out.
Does that ring any sort of bell?
I'll give you this for free. You do know Lex's actual name.
Yeah.
He was stated to be someone's brother.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. You
Oh,
get it
shit.
too, Don?
Oh, no! Oh!
Yeah!
Razz just stares like just at the signature, like open mouth, like just facing the wall, just holy shit. She's gonna stare at it for a second, but it is gonna go in her jacket. She's not taking it out of but she's gonna take it to Legs at some point.
And it's at that point that as you all are getting out of your headspaces or getting ready to do something else, your excited footsteps, or rather fast ones, make an insight check.
All of us?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Nope.
You said
Insights. Insight.
and
Am I going to be... Oh, no. Okay, there we go.
Someone
Wait.
else has it too.
what did I get?
A 20.
EB and Razz, you recognize it as fast footsteps. It's fine. The way of stride, the gait is familiar. You know it's Lex. He finally woke up. Tsubasa and Lance, you recognize the fast footsteps as panicked.
Oh no.
And Lex shows up with heavy breath and just... Guys, I don't know what you're doing up here, but you need to fucking stop! He seems really...
We did nothing and you got no fucking proof.
Wait. What?
Razz
was
is
just-
quiet for once.
Yeah, Tsubasa's already put the book he was holding down.
What
I
we
was
saying?
just. Lance just holds up his hands. I was just sorting them.
With both of your insight checks, even at your distance, you realize he's on the verge of tears.
Oh no.
I don't know what's happening, but I just went to go check on my brother, and he passed out. I don't know what to do.
Tsubasa
Not-
moves over to Lex. It's just like, hey, let's go back down together then. I can see what we can do at least.
Say that, and as soon as you're done saying that, you'll all just hear the reverberating rumble of something exploding outside on the walls. Well in there.
That can't be good.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
That's where we're ending tonight.
We'll
Wait.
say Helia was down there. I can tell you privately what actually happened.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming it's Marigold being a little shit, so.
Maybe.
Wait, it's a new day.
I know.
Hmm?
So
You
this
sound so defeated saying that.
so this is the end of the session then?
Yes.
Yep.
Am I good to stop the recording?